Chuck Lee, is that you? Although my life can be a whirlwind of art, events, and the demanding yet joyful responsibilities of parenthood, most of my days are spent in this small city, in these small apartments, in these small rooms. Moments of stillness are rare, but when the opportunity to meet one of your art idols presents itself, you take it. Plus, me and Chelsea also needed a break from our daily routines. Starting a YouTube channel is one of the coolest things that I've ever done creatively. Not just because I get to show off and do my thing, but I also wanted to show off other creatives, and that's exactly why I started the Artbox podcast. And if some of you remember, on a recent episode, Chuck Lee had said this. Look, there's a lot of signs just happening. I'm shooting my shot in weird places, and people are just like, it's working. And like, I'm having a good time. People are having a good time. Michigan looks like a good place to at least go experience real quick.
Yeah, man, come on up for DIY, man. Next month, if you got the time and want to come,
right.
You guys, you and your girl, I got a spare bedroom. Y'all crash at my house. You know what I'm saying? So, for real.
That is next month, isn't it? So yeah, we got time. If you don't already know, Chuck Lee is a creative from Michigan who embraces Black history and media in a style that is truly his own. We both started our YouTube channels when the COVID pandemic hit, and we've been peers ever since. So after the cameras were off, I had to ask him if that was a serious invitation, and he made it sure that he was genuine about that. So, looks like we're headed to Michigan. Not this one. We gotta drop her off. Say hi. Those who have children know how hard it can be sometimes, and those who work from home as their own boss know that it can be a balancing act. As well as being a full-time artist, I'm also a full-time dad. So whenever people watch my art videos, they're also supporting this little team.
That's hard.
After all the hugs and kisses, we hit the road. Driving through picturesque landscapes, I actually found a deeper appreciation of the present. This is all happening because of my creative journey, but at the same time, none of it would be possible without the hard work and support Chelsea puts into these endeavors as well. We talked almost nonstop, laughed, and listened to the music of the passing radio stations. All right, it's been a couple hours on the road. Where are we headed to?
Toledo.
We're going to Toledo first. What are we going to do in Toledo?
Staying at the Marriott.
We're going to stay at the Marriott. We're going to do some swimming. Maybe some doodling. You miss Violet?
Yes. Weird being without her.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never been this far for this long away from our baby.
It's only a couple hours.
Oh, we're excited. There we are. Can't see it. I'm sure we're on there.
A day at the spa.
Okay, so we made it to Toledo, and since we don't have to leave till tomorrow to go to Michigan, we figured we'd come see a few things. We're here at the Toledo Botanical Garden.
Down there. Let's go. Dahlia Garden. Secret Forest.
The secret forest. That's where we gotta go. Chelsea and I love walking and exploring outdoors. This wonderland was a fun exhibit of things blooming left and right. What do you think of all these cool fucking plants?
Pretty cool. Smells pretty good. Smells fresh.
That's totally a path. I'm not sure I'm willing to go that way. There's little paths everywhere. A path here. There's statues out there. What we weren't expecting was the art aspect. We had stumbled upon a labyrinth of growth and creativity. In fact, there was an artist village. All right, we got rained out, but it was awesome. It was a good one. It was, yeah. Now it's time to go swimming. Okay, it's about 7 a.m. and Chelsea's about to wake up. We spent all day yesterday swimming, and we visited the Botanical Gardens here in Toledo. I didn't sleep very long because I'm so excited to meet Chuck Lee. And I've realized something on this trip, that I've become a workaholic. I've minimalized the problems that come from making videos and paintings nonstop. And when you're your own boss, you have to give yourself a break. Chuck Lee, is that you?
Yeah.
Don't mind me, dude. I'm geeking out in Chuck's lair. That piece always amazes me. That's so awesome to have there. I planned to document more of this trip, but we were just too busy living in the moment. Chuck Lee is an artist that I have admired for a very long time, so this whole experience has just made me a bit awestruck. Seeing his artwork and studio in person is so surreal, it makes me feel like anything is possible. Since Chuck and his partner Katie were letting us stay the weekend, I figured it'd be a good idea to do something nice for both of them. I don't have much time, so I chose to do a small watercolor portrait with some different pens. These are some of my favorite pieces to make because the colors pop and the texture of the pressed paper looks so elegant. I have the tendency to make them look like comic illustrations. I favor fluctuating line weights, adding gritty specks to the surfaces, giving them more depth compared to having to spend more time painting it in, and it keeps things simple, kind of like comics.
Yo, dude.
Oh, that is so good.
Oh, we're framing that and putting it in
I
the living
love
room.
that. Yeah.
And it goes with our living room colors.
It does. I love it.
I was going through pictures and I was like, that's just a cool fucking
Hell
picture.
yeah. Oh, thank you,
Thank you
dude.
so much.
Oh, no problem.
Bro, that's fucking tight.
Saying thank you for, letting us come out and stuff, man.
Man, dude, I appreciate you guys coming out. This is so dope. I'm gonna frame this and put it in the living room.
As soon as we unpacked, we all headed out to Chuck's second day at the DIY Street Fair in Ferndale, Michigan. I offered to run his booth, maybe catch some extra footage if he wanted, and I also wrote out this small art video for us to do, but there was seriously no time. Getting to know Chuck, talking to the art community, and having fun beats making YouTube videos any day.
Good morning. How are you today, lovely?
Oh, this is awesome. I love it. It's so big. This event was much larger than any of the art events I've tabled at, except maybe when I was doing comic conventions.
Howdy, neighbor. How are you?
Almost. Hey, busy. Look how big that is. That's crazy. I watched the video on it. I didn't know it was going to be this big. Oh, yeah. He gets wild with it. The heat was killer, and so was the talent in each of these booths. I'd be lying if I didn't mention the feeling of the atmosphere. Watching and not setting up my work in an event setting made me feel a little anxious, so we spent a lot of time shopping and talking to creatives.
It's a brand new heaven. See the views ripple sunset. Well, now, leaving me
That's me. That's me. I'm the wearable.
Oh my God, you guys came at the perfect time. You guys mind playing a little
Yeah.
booth babysit?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Hey, so every single painting that you see in here has its own YouTube video that goes along with it, where I show you what I'm doing from beginning to end. So please like and subscribe. Yeah, the original's right behind you. It's Betty.
Is that Betty?
Yeah, the original.
Oh yeah. Our first day in Michigan was a lot to take in. We made some interesting connections and maybe some future guests for Artbox. We spent the last day of the event exhausted. Chuck had worked hard, and even though the vibes at the event were still going strong, I think everyone was ready to rest the coming week. If we were going to make it home in time to pick up our daughter and get to bed, we would have to leave by 2 p.m.
You guys getting ready to shake it? Let me get a picture with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Let's arrange something for next time where we can just kick it.
As our trip comes to an end, I think about the value that lies within the moments we've spent together. And at the same time, I laugh a little about how me and Chelsea both cried at times, longing to reunite with our daughter. The return home is full of memories, and I think we are both ready to embrace our chaotic lives with newfound perspectives. I look back on this past year on YouTube, and I feel enlightened knowing that a subscriber count will never amount to the feeling I get when creativity takes us to new places. We had about 6 hours ahead of us, and while we both had a lot to say about the trip, our bodies were just ready to be home. The coming rain would actually flood our town the week after, and a whole lot
Video
more.
showing cars driving through high water right in the city of Portsmouth. WSAZ's Ariana Mintz spoke with people in the area who are dealing with the fallout of this storm.
I have no idea what to do. I'm just kind of winging it at this point.
As storms swept
A lot of people experienced losses that we were fortunate to avoid somehow. Reflecting on all of this, I am reminded of how extremely lucky I am to be able to share what I have and to spread some sort of joy beyond what I thought myself capable of. I now consider Chuck to be a really good friend, and I'm so excited to use the inspiration from this trip to help provide what I can to the creative community.
That's all she's done.
And when you're your own boss, you have to give yourself a break. So after this trip to Michigan and hanging out with Chuck Lee, I might take a break for a little bit. I'll still be uploading things here and there, but I'll be taking the rest of this year to focus on some larger projects, giving me time in between to relax and enjoy life with my family. Stay creative, folks.
Oh, dude, that beautiful detail.
DIY, brother. Woo! Makes it look even better when you're done.